Hey winner, are you looking for entries or targets or stop losses, or just maintaining your current trades on EURUSD, POUND USD, Pound Yen, Gold, Silver, US Oil, USDCAD? Today I'm also going to include the COT report, so if you're interested in how the hedge funds, the big boys ahead of us, is also positioned in the market, well, you have come to the right place. Did you know that? The other thing is trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened today doesn't need to happen in the future. Also, whatever invested money done yesterday can be lost tomorrow. So please, have a strategy, have a plan, have a proven track record on demo or something that will prove you that you can make money in the Forex market. I also want to say that it's only for educational purposes, not investment advice. And some might also say it's entertaining as well. So here's my trade plans. Well, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm a Forex trader and a macro analyst. I do try to use fundamental analysis as well as technical analysis as well as pivot point into my trading strategy. So what am I really going to show you today? I'm going to show you my pivot points, where I find targets, where I find my stop losses. So, should we get started? I guess we can show. So, really, what is really happening here? We have euro dollar that made a low at 16.30.20. And then it went higher. Okay, pull back. Okay. In this case here, it is still bearish. And it comes down here, makes a higher high. Now it's turned bullish on the 4-hour time frame that we are on right now. Comes down to support, goes a bit lower, but still is bullish at that time. And we had a very good close on Friday. So what are we going to look for next week is, let me add the pivot points. Well, that is the sell zone for the sellers. Though this is not a bearish market. Maybe if you look at the daily, but on the 4-hour, we are most definitely going higher. So what do you really need to see? So in a trend, which we are currently in, we want to see that. Okay, so currently we are actually at the top, or whatever top that might be it. But we're at the top of something. So really, there is really bullish move. So if price ever comes down to 1800 and stays above 1800, you have still a bullish momentum. And the target for this next week is up to 1900. So that's probably 100 pips. But then where you put your stop loss, Ivan? Well, I would put it down here below 1750, which is 50 pips stop loss. What else? That would be my entry to the upside, and also as long as it's above 1800. And then I will every day look into a bullish entry. So I also want to show you the daily pivots, because when you have a bullish trend, you also want to go, every day scalping. So how can I scalp as a swing trader? Well, if this was the bullish move, here was bearish, and this is what made it bullish, I will then look for support. Cool. Buy and buy. Well, that may not go so well, and I then want a new high again. Okay, buy, and off we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, give or take 5 entries, and maybe one will be lost, maybe potentially the other one. So cool, doesn't matter to me. We still got 4 profitable trades out of 5. I think that's cool. So that's how I would also do this next week, is to jump every day to buy as long as we have a bullish price. And what is the support I'm looking for price to come down to? 1800. For sellers, you don't have much to do here. As long as price is up here, you can't do anything. So it's really bullish, as I've said, but it can change. Things can change. So if it doesn't hold, if it then starts falling, okay, back off as buyers. Don't do it anymore. But you cannot sell. You should be out of the sell like a long time ago. And when was it no longer a sell? It was no longer a sell on 30th. You could also have said that was a sell. Okay, but you should be out by now. So if you took that sell, cool. Okay. That is, yeah. I'm not blaming you for taking it. That's okay. But it is no longer bearish. So, yeah. For GBPUSD, we have now a breach of the previous highs that has been holding it down. Is this a moment? Well, it is a moment to look out for. Is this a bearish price? No, it's not a bearish price. Is this a place to sell? No, it's not a place to sell. So, buyers, you're good to go. There is two options to this area. No, to this, as long for the bullishness. There's two things to this trading idea. We have a strong move or a normal move. What is a strong move? Strong move is just going to go up to 131.50 straight on Monday or Tuesday morning. Just like rocket. Okay. Then if you come to 31.50 by Monday or Tuesday morning, you should get out some of your profits. If you only have one, or maybe you should take the whole thing. Why? Because if in a state where it just goes straight up like a rocket ship on Monday, it has a tendency to fall back down. Okay, so if it's very strong off the current market, yeah. So this is like the thing, like you have a very strong, that's a very strong Friday, comes up, continues that thing on Monday, and then snaps back. And eventually, if you didn't take profit out there, you would either be break even or even lose, because it goes all the way down, way past whatever the entry order was on market on Sunday open. So have that in mind. That is one. The other one is normal. So it just comes back to 130, it goes up to 131.50. Everything is good. Okay? I think that's good. So if you are a buyer, you're cool. If you're a seller, don't. Sellers, nada. Okay, I then mentioned that I wanted to give you the COT report this week. Let's head to it. The COT report this week is buyers taking profit, also sellers getting in. So is it a lot? Well, it is considerably amount of orders. So less bullishness on euro dollar. Interesting. Also interesting in terms of we have a very strong bullish move on Friday. That wasn't the euro, by the way, that was the dollar. So yeah, nothing much happening on pound, nothing much happening on yen, but that is a bit interesting where it is less bullish. That's good. Nothing on CHF, not much on Aussie, not much on New Zealand, not much on Canadian, which is considerably weak. Still weak. Okay? And the other one is the XY, which, interestingly, fair enough, got more bullish, but okay enough. And then US oil, somebody took some profits. And gold, nah, not much there. The other thing that I want to show you is retail traders. That was a hedge funds. The COT report is for hedge funds managers that is in the market to make money. That does not mean hedgers. That does not mean businesses. That's just there to take away their exposure to the market. This is the retail traders, apparently. They are very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. So they are very bullish on US dollar. Even the dollar was very weak on Friday. It doesn't make sense. This one should be the opposite, but they should have taken profit or stop losses on their sells on Friday. There should have been a shift. That's what I mean, on Friday. And also USDCAD, considerably strong, bullish. Then we go to USDCAD soon. But I'm just going to say that this is totally opposite of what the market really did on Friday. Stunning. Yeah. Like, how can you sell this kind of a market, people? Don't sell this kind of a market. That's not why we're here. This is a market you're selling. This is a price you're selling. But here, So let's continue. Pound. Okay, so I give you the price, I give you the profit, I give you the stop losses back down here at 29. I also say that the risk is this bearishness of dollar can just flip. So we have the election, we have the stimulus is currently running it. If Trump gets sick again, because the thing is, the first week you're kind of okay with if you have COVID. The second week is really when you get sick. That's something to look out for. Also, the election is going now to run the dollar more and more and more. We are now creeping into the 3rd of November. I think the election day is. So we have 3 weeks from now, give or take. So that's interesting. And I didn't think there was going to be much momentum, but here we are, a lot of momentum. Pound yen, very much the pound dollar as well. We have a new high. We're still bullish. So where was this bearish? No longer bearish, I would say, and definitely no longer bearish. So there, last week we became bullish, made a new higher high, came all the way down. I'm not liking that low though, but apparently it went higher after that. And then you're looking into maybe dailies, as I talked about in euro. Every day you're looking for buys as long as you're a bullish trend. So where was that? Okay, so for this week you are like, no, I don't like that low. Wait for next day, didn't get it. Wait for next day, you get it, and you got some profits. Good on you. So what's really going to happen for next week? Well, we are currently bullish. What does that mean? We're looking for price to go higher. Why do you do that? Well, it's not a series of lower lows, lower highs. So if that's the case, your price of give or take the 137, 140, cool. And then you're targeting give or take 138.78. What's that price, you might ask? Well, not that price, not that price. So give and take this area here. I'm just going to mark that out like that. So that's your target area. The other part, this one is, where are we going? I think we're going to go up in the end. It has been a very struggling August, September, October, November. So, yeah, okay, cool. As long as it's bullish, we're still buying. And if you're a seller, you can't sell here. Unless on all those pairs, what do I want to see if it's no longer a sell? Okay. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Not a new high, not a new high. New lower low, lower high. Cool. Okay. Lower low, lower high. Cool. So what I really want to see, which was here, was that to happen. Then you could short here. The other part to this one is, if that just did that, and then that, and then that would be bearish. But now we are up here. It has to do that, and then you short it shorter. So still have a long way to go before it's down. I have given you targets. I have given you potential also the stop losses. Stop losses is down here at 137.50. Give or take. Be careful. Don't trade this one if you can't afford it. If your trade account can't do it, cool. But it still is bullish. Gold. Oh, gold. Well, this might be the only bullishness I've ever seen in my entire life of October. Textbook. Delicious. Okay, that is what I'm saying of double top, lower pullback, and then that's that. Okay. So I guess we are bullish. You can't sell here. Can you sell it because of this one? No. Why can't you? Because it's not a series of lower lows, lower highs. Okay, that's what you want. Sorry, that was bad. This is what you want. This is not a bearish trend. Okay, going back to what the researchers were doing, they are in the mix. Okay, cool. But don't sell here. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is just a pullback to continue the mission upwards. Okay. Target 9060 or 2000. Also, stop loss is kind of depending on how much you can afford, but let's see at least 10 or 15, 10 or 5 or 10, whatever you can afford. But yeah, be careful out there. Other than that, it's looking better. Well, is it still bullish? Well, 4 hourly, I would say this is now looking more bullishness. Maybe daily is bearish, but have this in mind. We're also wanting to go higher. Our want is to go higher. Silver, kind of the same faith. Just going to give you the targets, the entry, and see how that goes. You got the entries, you got the targets. You're good to go. You are looking for something like that. If it just continues like that, okay, that's higher risk, but you also have to have some kind of expectations of price coming back to 24.39. USDCAD. So I have seen, this is apparently my previous trade plan that worked kind of in this area, but that's not good enough. Kind of is not good enough. So 130 is a target. Are you just hoping for a pullback back up to 132 so you can get a 200 pip down drop? Yes. Do you sell here? No. Does it fall without through? Yes. Okay, so even though you have price that's very, very, very bearish, it still has a pullback. Okay, it still has a pullback. And the further down you go, and I've seen people selling down here, don't do it. That's not how you make money. Okay, I really want you to. Well, you might be pullbacks on 1 hour, but no, there's not really not something. So wait for price to come back to you. Have patience. Be disciplined. Be nice to the market. So also the market is nice to you. Understand how the market flow works. For example, here. This is now something. New low, sell. New low, sell. Same thing. Will it happen again? I don't know. But that's where you would sell, in this area here. How do I know it's a sell price? Well, that's the selling area. And I have told you that's the selling area. If you get it, be happy with it. If you don't get it, don't care. And target was 130. Cool. Stop loss 50 pips. What you want a specific price. So plan A is 31.87 to 32.38. Second plan is same thing here. 132.27 to 132.97. Yeah, give or take 50 pips up. You do the math. 77 maybe. Okay, 50 pips each time. Has to be above 132.68. Then I would say that we're taking to use oil. Then tomorrow I'm going to be live at 1930 GMT plus 2, which is Paris time. Google it if you don't know what that is. 1930. Okay, cool. So in America, New York time, that is 1330. And yeah, cool. New York. Eastern time, whatever it's called. EST. Cool. So US oil was very, 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 very bullish last week. And I bet I have said, oh, you can short this one. Sorry for those losses. The other part of this, it stopped. Okay. Is this now a bearish trend? No, it is not. Can it become one? Yes, I have most definitely. So what if you see here and if you see, if you see here and if you see here, price still went up. So whatever that is, still not something. But if you then get a pullback to 41, I guess, you can try. That's up to you if you want to. But that's kind of what I would look for. And then mostly if it does make a new low pullback, that is really your entry. That is your entry, not here, but there. Okay? Then you have really turned this thing around. Because currently it's still in an uptrend, it's still at support, still acting as support. The other plan to this one is bullish bull would like to go down to coming down to 40 and then up. So be aware of that. I hope you have had a good time in this webinar. I also want to just say, take a screenshot if this is very important for you to know. Just make it a bit bigger for you. Until tomorrow, please stay safe, have a good weekend, and plan for Monday. Okay, boom.